Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon. This video is going to address toxic load and synthetics. It's a bit of a heavy topic, but I want to make sure that we cover it, and I figured, we did a lot of reading yesterday with all of the different oils, so I wanted to try to do some videos today just to make it, simpler to get the information across so you don't have to read a bunch of posts. As you saw in the health and wellness pyramid, toxic load is, up there on the pyramid, and reducing the toxic load that we expose our bodies to just helps our body not have to work as hard to detoxify itself. And the body has natural systems in place to do so. We can help support those systems in different ways, but ultimately, that's what our body does naturally. That's how we maintain homeostasis. So anything we can do to lighten this load is beneficial to us. We're never going to eliminate all of the toxins in our bodies. It's very unrealistic for everyone to eat organic, especially when you're feeding a family. And as well, even just stepping outside and breathing the air, you're taking in toxins. That's just the reality. So anything that we can do to help our body have to detox less and deal with less that we're putting in is going to help us maintain our health and well-being better. So there are four main areas that we can identify toxins and help reduce the toxic load and synthetics that we expose our bodies to. The first one is diet, of course, cleaning products, personal care products, and medical care. So diet is pretty straightforward. It's not always easy. I definitely eat processed foods sometimes, so, you can't get down on yourself or, beat yourself up over it, but it's just always trying to do your best, right? Do the best that you can. And it becomes easier the more that you do it. Fresh, whole foods, minimal processed foods. Sometimes we're not really sure where that line is drawn. So a great rule of thumb that I read way back in the day was, if it doesn't look like it did when it was born, it's probably processed. It's probably been processed. So that's kind of just an easy reference, an easy guideline, when you're in the grocery store. I've heard some people say, you're only shopping around the outside of the grocery store. That's another way to stick to whole foods. Typically down the aisles is where you get a lot of your processed stuff that are filled with preservatives and all kinds of weird stuff. If you start looking at ingredient labels, it's kind of a good way to reinforce these habits, because you look at the ingredient labels on food or cleaning products or personal care products or medical products and just over-the-counter stuff, and you go, what the heck is that? They have these weird names, can't pronounce them, much less understand what they are. You can look them up online, and if you do that, typically you're going to think, wow, I want to stay away from that. So that's another way that you can mentally reinforce and kind of, support your decision to eat whole foods and fresh foods. I can definitely tell you that when you get into the habit of eating well all the time, it is its own reward. When you eat well, you feel well. There's not a whole lot that you can do in terms of essential oils with eating whole foods. It's just a choice that you have to make. Essential oils will definitely help support you in terms of stress management, sleeping well, and those things can reinforce the decision to eat well and not turn to the comfort processed, quick, simple foods. But